Hello students, in chapter number 6, solving problems based on quadratic equation, we started solving the problems based on numbers, later problems based on time and work, and in the previous class we have learnt problems based on geometrical figures. In today's class, let us learn problems based on distance, speed and time. Exercise 6C, question number 1. The speed of an ordinary train is x kilometer per hour and that of an express train is x plus 25 kilometer per hour. Find the time taken by each train to cover 300 kilometer, sub question 1. Sub question 2, if the ordinary train takes 2 hours more than the express train, calculate the speed of the express train. Let us understand the basic formula regarding speed, distance and time. It is very much familiar to us that time is distance by speed and distance is equal to time into speed, or speed is equal to distance by time. So these are the three basic formulas that we will be using while solving the problems based on distance, speed and time. In this question we have two cases. In the first case, let us assume that the speed of an ordinary train as x kilometer per hour, which is given in the question. And in the question it is also said that the speed of an express train is x plus 25 kilometer per hour. So distance travelled is clearly mentioned as 300 kilometer. In the sub question 1, they had asked you to find out the time taken by each train to cover 300 kilometer. That means use the formula time is equal to distance by speed. So the time taken by an ordinary train will be equal to 300 by x and the time taken by an express train will be equal to 300 by x plus 25. According to the given condition, look at the condition and move to the next slide. According to the given condition, the condition says that if the ordinary train takes 2 hours more than the express train, so the time taken by an ordinary train is 2 hours more than the time taken by an express train. Same thing we need to represent symbolically in the form of an equation. Look at the slide over here. According to the given condition, 300 by x, that is what? Time taken by an ordinary train. That is equal to time taken by an express train plus 2 hours. So it is clearly mentioned that time taken by an ordinary train will be equal to 2 hours more than the time taken by an express train. In general also we know that if the speed increases, the time decreases. Here the time taken by an ordinary train will be more than the time taken by an express train. Why? Because once the speed is increased, time taken by an express train will be reduced. In other words, we can say that time taken by an ordinary train is increased by 2 hours. So rewrite the equation in such a way: 300 by x minus 300 by x plus 25, which is equal to 2. Make a common denominator. Take out the LCM x into x plus 25. Simplify the numerator, then do the cross multiplication. You will get a quadratic equation of 2x square plus 50x minus 7500 is equal to 0. After factorizing the equation, value of x will be equal to 50 or minus 75. So neglect the negative value, therefore value of x will be equal to 50. Why we have to neglect the negative value? Speed and time cannot be represented by negative value. So here also we need to consider only the positive value. Write down the conclusion that the speed of an express train will be equal to x plus 25, that is equal to 75 kilometer per hour. Question number 2. If the speed of a car is increased by 10 kilometer per hour, it takes 18 minutes less to car a distance of 36 kilometer. Find the speed of the car. In the previous problem, it was clearly mentioned to consider the original speed as x and the increased speed as x plus 25. In this question also we have two cases, but what should be represented is not mentioned. So let us proceed with the problem. Let the speed of the car be x kilometer per hour. Distance is 36 kilometer. So time taken by car will be equal to distance by speed, that is 36 by x, which we call it as original time taken by a car. Keep that aside. Now the condition says that if the speed of car is increased by 10 kilometer, we had assumed speed as x. Now it is increased by 10 kilometer per hour. So speed of the car in the second case or in the other case will be equal to x plus 10 kilometer per hour. Distance is same, 36 kilometer. So then how do we represent the time? Time will be equal to distance by speed, that is 36 by x plus 10. Now we have two time, that is time taken by the car with the original speed and time taken by the car when the speed is increased by 10 kilometer per hour. Move to the next slide. Now according to the given condition, what the condition says, if the speed of a car is increased by 10 kilometer per hour, it takes 18 minutes less to cover the distance. So time taken by car when the speed is increased, that is represented as 36 by x plus 10. So what this time is equal to, it is mentioned that the time taken by the car after the speed is increased, this will be equal to 18 minutes less than the original time. So it is represented as 36 by x minus 18 by 60. Why 18 by 60? It is given in minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So represent it as 18 by 60. Speed will be expressed in terms of per hour. As minutes are given, we need to represent by 18 by 60. Time taken by car when speed is increased, and 36 by x is the time taken by car with the original speed. So that should be subtracted by 18 by 60. After simplification, move to the next slide. You will get a quadratic equation, x square plus 10x minus 1200 is equal to 0. So here also we have two values. One is x is equal to minus 40 or 30. So the speed of the car is 30 kilometer per hour. Question number 3. If the speed of an aeroplane is reduced by 40 kilometer per hour, it takes 20 minutes more to cover 1200 kilometer. Find the speed of the aeroplane. It is same. Question number 2, speed was increased. In question number 3, speed is decreased. So let's see what happens. As usual, let us assume the original speed of an aeroplane as x kilometer per hour. Distance covered is equal to 1200 kilometer. So time will be equal to distance by speed, that is 1200 by x. Mark it as result number 1. Then the speed of an aeroplane is reduced by 40 kilometer per hour. So that is represented as x minus 40. How to represent the time after the speed is reduced? That is 1200 by x minus 40. Now we have got the time taken by an aeroplane with the original speed and time taken by an aeroplane when speed is reduced. Move to the next slide. Look at the condition. What the condition says here is, if the speed of an aeroplane is reduced by 40 kilometer per hour, it takes 20 minutes more to cover the distance. So what is the time taken by an aeroplane after the speed is reduced? That is 1200 by x minus 40. So this time is equal to actual time taken by an aeroplane with the original speed, that is 1200 by x plus 20 minutes. As I said in the previous problem, take it as 20 by 60 because it is given in minutes. So just note down the difference between second problem and the third problem. Now in the third problem, as the speed is reduced, time taken by an aeroplane in the second case is increased. So that is the major difference. In general terms, we should know it. When speed decreases, time increases, or it can be vice versa. So as usual, find out its difference. Take the common LCM as x into x minus 40. Simplify the right hand side, 20 by 60 as 1 by 3. Do the cross multiplication. You will get a quadratic equation, x square minus 40x minus 14,44,000 is equal to 0. Simplify the equation. Value of x will be equal to 400. Therefore, the original speed of the aeroplane is 400 km/h. Question number 4. A car covers a distance of 400 km at a certain speed. Had speed been 12 km more, the time taken for the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. Find the original speed of the car. In the first case, let us consider the original speed of the car as x km/h. Distance is equal to 400 km. Then time will be represented by using the formula distance by speed, that is 400 by x. In the other case, the speed of the car had been 12 km/h more. So the speed will be represented as x plus 12 km/h. Then distance will be equal to 400 km. Time can be represented by using the formula distance by speed, that is 400 by x plus 12. According to the given condition, the condition says here is, had the speed been 12 km more, the time taken for the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. So what is the time taken by the car when the speed is increased? That is 400 by x plus 12. This time is equal to actual time taken by the car, that is 400 by x minus 1 hour 40 minutes. So 1 hour 40 minutes can be represented as 140 by 60. In this case also, speed is increased, so the time decreases. Do the cross multiplication to get the necessary equation. Equation will be equal to x square plus 12x minus 2880 is equal to 0. Factorize the equation. Value of x will be equal to minus 60 or 48. Consider only the positive value. Therefore, the original speed of the car is 48 km/h. Question number 5. A girl goes to her friend's house, which is at a distance of 12 km. She covers half of the distance at a speed of x km/h and the remaining distance at a speed of x plus 2 km/h. If she takes 2 hours 30 minutes to cover the whole distance, find x. In this problem, let us represent the speed taken by the girl to cover the half distance as x km/h and the speed of the girl taken by to cover the second half of the distance as x plus 2 km/h, and the total time taken to complete the 12 km distance is 2 hours 30 minutes, that is represented as 5 by 2. According to the given condition, the condition says that out of 12 km, half of the distance is covered with the speed of x km. So time taken to cover the half distance, half of 12 is 6. So time taken to cover the half distance is 6 by x. And the time taken to cover the remaining half distance is 6 by x plus 2. Total time is represented as 5 by 2. So in the condition, write down that 6 by x plus 6 by x plus 2 is equal to 5 by 2. 6 by x is the time taken to cover the half of the distance by x kilometer per hour, and 6 by x plus 2 is the time taken to cover the remaining half of the distance by speed x plus 2 kilometer per hour. Factorize the quadratic equation, then value of x will be equal to 4. Therefore, the speed for the first half distance will be equal to 4 kilometer per hour. By this, we have completed exercise 6C, first 5 problems. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.